All right, so today we're going to talk about how to set up your board. Everything from stance width to stance angle. And the biggest part of that, the biggest ingredient you need to focus on is the health of your knees. What you want to do at first to get a good understanding of what's good for your knees is to eliminate the board completely. The first thing to do to get to know your body's natural comfort level when it comes to your knees, you're going to want to eliminate the board completely and do a couple of just gentle, slow squats. You can sit over one foot, sit over the other, and then do a little squat jump with a nice spongy landing. The idea is you want to get familiar with what that good feeling is on your knees. If you're feeling pain on the inside of your knee or the outside of your knee, something isn't right. You should be relatively shoulder width apart, maybe a hair wider for stability. And at that point, you're getting really comfortable with knowing what feels good and what it's supposed to feel like. Because once you put your feet in the board, it's going to be a bit of a foreign feeling, and you're not going to know exactly what is right because it's new. Once the boots are on the board at 12 and 12 in the center holes, you're going to want to go and do that same squat that we did without the board. You're going to shift your weight over one foot, shift your weight over the other. You're going to see if this feels right. So for me, these feel good in distance, but the angle doesn't feel good when I get down low. My feet feel like they're trying to push the boots outward, and I'm feeling a little bit of strain in the knee. So my body likes the stance angle to be a little bit further out, more like 15 and 15. All right, now that I've made the adjustments to 15 and 15, I'll put the board back on, tighten the laces up. At this point, I'll go back to doing a couple of deep squats. I'll go over one foot, over the other. If I was to take impact here, or evenly, how do my knees feel? And down in the deep squat, I feel pretty comfortable. So I don't have that knee pain that I had before. That discomfort is gone. And I can sit here pretty comfortably and resist my body weight without feeling like I'm hurting my knees. So nothing's pinching, nothing's crunching. There's no tightness on the outside or the inside of my knee. I feel very comfortable in this position. That being said, everyone's knees are different. So I have students that come in to like 6 and 6, and I have some students that are out at 18. It just depends on your body, right? So to keep it simple, just remember whichever number of angle you end up landing on your boots should be the same for each of your screws. What this will do is it will keep your toe to heel centered in the board. It won't favor your toe side edge or favor your heel side edge. It'll be right in the middle, and it'll be symmetrical. So if you ride it regular or switch, it's not going to affect the performance of the board, and everything is going to ride the same both directions. Now, that being said, the basic place to start is 12 degrees, negative 12 degrees on both feet. So that is going to get you a very standard starting place, as well as the center holes. There should be 3, pick the middle one, and start from there. What you'll want to do is mirror the squat that we did without the board, and you'll want it to feel similar with the board on. So now you know what you've felt is correct for your feet. You've been able to move and adjust on the floor, do a little squat jump, land, make it feel good. You'll want to replicate that feeling without any discomfort with the board on. So to give you an example, I have a student who's a triathlon athlete, and he rides a little bit more narrow. He has one insert in, and then he's at, I think, 6 or 8 degrees, something like that, instead of out at 12 or 15. I ride at 15 because of the way that my body's built. He likes it narrower and straighter based on how his body is built. My guess for that was all the cycling he's done and all the running he's done that's been, toes forward, narrow stance. And his body got acclimated to that, and anything wider and anything more angled started giving him discomfort in his knees, and so he went in where there was more comfort, where he felt better squatting, resisting any pressure from the board, and being able to balance and be agile. This is going to help his knee health and longevity for the long run. There is no one size fits all for everyone. Each body is built differently. Find the spot that works best for you and try to mirror it onto your board. There's no right or wrong way to do this if it's working well for you and how your knees are built.